Let us come to solve the seventh problem. I am reading the seventh problem. The problem is relating to which type of substrate book, and we have to find out our exemptions as well as conditions. Come to the seventh one. From the following transactions, prepare purchase and purchase return book. Means prepare purchase book as well as purchase return book. Examiner is going to ask. The first one. July 1st, goods purchased from X. X is nothing but it is a name of the person. The purchase transaction is based on a person, as well as there is no cash purchase and there is no name of the asset. So we have to consider this one into our purchase book. So what is the reason I am going to consider this transaction into our purchase book is nothing but it is a credit purchase transaction. There is no cash purchase and there is no name of the asset. That's the reason I am finding this into our purchase book based on the problem. And come to the second one, goods sold to Y. It is a sales. Sales is nothing but it is a selling transaction. It will also comes under into our sales book. But the reason is we are not considering to our problem because of we are asking only purchase book as well as purchase return book. I am cancelling this transaction, right? And come to the third one, bought goods from Z. Bought is nothing but purchase. Bought goods from Z. It is a name of the purchase transaction. This one is comes under into our purchase book. There is no cash word and there is no name of the set. There is a name of the person. So we are considering into our purchase book. And come to the fourth one, purchase machinery from A. It is also a purchase transaction based on a name of the person. We have to consider, but a name of the person from the person we are purchasing a machinery. That's the reason we are not consider this transaction into our purchase book. And the reason is even though the purchase transaction is based on a name of the person, it will depends on the machinery. So we are cancelling this transaction. And come to the fifth one, goods returned to B. So already we are learned about the returned goods in our previous sessions. If the goods returned to clearly mentioned, it will called as a purchase return book. Means it is a purchase return transaction. Here we are considering because of problem is asking to prepare purchase return book also we are considering. Once again I am repeating why we have to consider this transaction into our purchase return book. That is nothing but if the transaction is clearly mentioned, if the goods are returned to is clearly mentioned, then directly we have to consider into our purchase return book. Abbreviation is PRB. And come to the sixth one, goods returned from. Here returned from is nothing but sales returns. Here sales return is there, but we are not considered because we are preparing only purchase book. So we have to cancel this transaction also. And come to the seventh one, purchase goods for cash. There is no a name of the person, but there is a purchase transaction is based on cash word. This one also not considered into our purchase book, right? And come to the last one, purchase from D, discount 1000, total value is 5000. Purchase from D, worth is 5000, allowing discount 1000 rupees. It is a name of the person, there is no cash and there is no name of the asset. So we have to consider this one D into our purchase book, and there is a substitution value also. Means out of 5000 we have to deduct 1000 rupees as discount value. And come to solve the problem. So we have to prepare purchase book as well as purchase return book. Drop the pro forma solution 7 1. Purchase book. First column goes to date, particulars, inward number, ledger folio number, and total amount. And come to the second one, that is purchase return book. First column goes to same, that is date. Second column also same, particulars. Here debit note number. Here ledger folio number. Amount, total amount. Both are come to solve first one. Goods purchased from X. This is a purchase transaction that is on July 1st. Clearly we have to mention date, that is on July 1st. Purchase from X, worth is 1000, there is no discount. Come to the second one, goods sold to Y, that is sales book, so we are not considered here. And come to the next one, bought goods from Z, this is a purchase transaction that is on July 3rd. Bought from Z, that is on, so total amount is 3000, there is no discount. And come to the fourth one, that is also a name of that we are not considered. In our fifth transaction, goods returned to B. Return to is nothing but it is a purchase return transaction that will comes under into purchase return book, that is on July 5th. Goods returned to B 1000. And next one, purchase goods for cash. It is a cash based purchase transaction, we are not considered in our purchase book. And come to the eighth one, purchase from D 5000, discount 1000 rupees. This is a substitution value, it will comes under into our purchase book on 8th. Purchase from D, worth is 5000 minus discount 1000, 5000 minus 1000, 4000. So let us clarify, all transactions are perfectly entered into purchase book as well as purchase return book. Purchase goods from X, it is the name of the credit purchase transaction, it is already entered. Goods sold to Y, this is a selling transaction, so we are not entered because we are preparing only purchase and purchase return. And come to the third one, bought goods from Z, it is credit purchase transaction, this one is also comes under into our purchase book. And come to the fourth one, purchase machinery from A, it is also a credit purchase transaction but based on asset, we are not considered. And come to the fifth one, goods returned to B. If the goods are returned to any person, definitely we will call as a purchase return book. It will comes under into purchase return book on 5th. And next one, goods returned from C. It is a sales returns. Sales returns we are not considered because we are preparing only purchase return. And come to the seventh one, purchase goods for cash. It is also a purchase transaction but it will depends on cash. So this one is also we are not considered because of we have to consider only a credit name of the purchase transaction. Here clearly mentioned cash, we are not considering. And come to the last one, 8th transaction, purchase from D 5000, discount 1000. We are purchasing from D, it is a credit purchase, a name of the transaction, allowing discount 1000. This comes under into our purchase book. Total 5000, discount 1000 substituted, total value is 5000. So all values are perfectly entered. Now totalize the values. Total of purchase book 8000 and total of purchase return. This is our important problem. This is also comes under our final examination. Mostly they last for 5 months. Okay. Now